Well, welcome back to Rumor Tours. Today we have Horus Aged Ale's Longest Barrel Ride. Yes, that's right. Longest Barrel Ride from Horus Aged Ales is an Imperial Stout aged in Sazerac Rye whiskey barrels for 46 months.
How many years is that?
Almost 4. Almost 4. Oh, math.
Oh, math.
Yeah, it was 2 months shy of 4 years.
Wow, that's wild. Was this expensive?
Probably.
Let me ask you a question. Are all of Horus's big bottles and little bottles, like all the little bottles are the same price and all the big bottles are the same price?
No.
So this one could have been a pretty penny.
I mean, it probably was, but Sazerac Rye isn't the most expensive whiskey. So generally, I find it's more expensive the rarer the whiskey that the beer is aged in.
Right, but if you're letting it sit there for 4 years, that's 4 years of no profit.
Right. No, yeah, it was probably a little more expensive than some of the others. But, yeah. This one was brewed at Groundswell Brew Co. in Santee, California.
Do you know where that is?
No idea. I just thought that was interesting. Usually it's Mason Ale Works. Very excited for this. I've had Sazerac Rye a couple of times. Rye whiskey is generally the sweeter, kind of spicier of the whiskeys. So I'm expecting this to be Horus sweetness with a little bit of barrel bite at the end.
I think in the past I wasn't super happy with rye aged things. I like rum better because it's way more sweet.
Yeah, which is surprising because you like the way like bourbon barrels taste when we age beer in them.
Yeah. I don't know about this though. Horus, I mean, he's a great brewer, and his bird too, and his dad, all named Horus.
And his little bird too. Well, that's enough talking. Let's get to drinking. All right, as many of you know, we open up our wax bottles a little differently than other people. We give them a blast of fire here. Now, luckily, the last few bottles we reviewed from Horus have been very skimpy on the wax, at least around the cap. So this shouldn't take very much to get open here.
I like purple.
I think it's your second favorite color.
I think it's my second favorite color. My first is green.
It might be a little wet still.
My second is purple, not yellow like I thought.
Now Horus, like with all these thin waxes, it's really nice because it is so much easier to get the bottle open than when there's just a thick, huge layer of wax on there. And I know wax is just generally cosmetic, but I do kind of love it.
What?
On the bottle, like it does make it look and feel special when you have a beer with a wax on it.
Look at it. It got in there.
Oh wow. In the cap.
Hopefully there's none in the beer.
No, it's sealed from there to there. You're good. Well, let's take it to the nose. Ooh. Kind of smells like vanilla.
It kind of smells like frosted vanilla.
A little bit.
I think every single barrel-aged stout, I just say frosted vanilla. And sometimes you say yes, sometimes you say no.
This smells a lot to me like Number Crunch from Bottle Logic. Because I'm getting like chocolate and I get vanilla.
Yeah, this doesn't smell any different than like a bourbon barrel-aged anything.
And usually rye to me doesn't smell different, but it'll taste different.
Okay.
Now, what's fun about this, like I say, I'm getting the chocolate and I'm getting vanilla, but there are no adjuncts added to this beer. This is just a stout aged in the Sazerac Rye whiskey barrels.
So, would you say that this is just Horus's base stout, just aged?
Yeah, this is probably his go-to base beer aged in those barrels for 46 months. Now, 46 months sitting in those barrels is going to give it time to have all that residual whiskey that's in the barrel come out of the wood and go into the beer.
And this is so weird because it doesn't smell like his base at all.
And I think that's because of the time spent in the barrels.
But what about... Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Oh. What a wild ride.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride? What's happening over there?
At the very beginning, I did taste his base beer, his base stout, and then I was getting the barrel, the liquor kick of the barrel. Well, not the kick. It's just I could taste that it was aged in a liquor barrel rather than just an oak barrel. I can tell the difference. What?
So, fun fact, I'm pretty sure Sazerac Rye is aged in oak barrels.
Well, right, but I'm saying, like, some stouts are just aged in just oak barrels.
Like a new oak
not,
barrel.
not like any kind of liquor that was in it before.
And that's a completely different ballgame.
Yeah, this I could tell, but it's not a huge liquor kick. Like, I can't really taste that. And then at the end I tasted blood.
From, like, just cut in your mouth, or what?
It's from the beer. I don't have any cuts in my mouth right now. Thank you. Thanks for your concern. This is really good, though. I really enjoy it. I wish that I could taste the base more. Like I said, I could taste it. I wish I could taste it a little bit more. But maybe I do like rye barrels, because this one was really good.
Yeah, this is super, super good, and for me, it's a little different than Horus's other stuff. To me, it's a notch down in sweetness from his other beers that we've had, and more similar to like a Dark Star from Bottle Logic, in that, because that's also, I think, rye whiskey barrel aged. But I get like sweet and like chocolatiness from it, with a little bit of vanilla.
I can see the chocolate maybe at the end, mixed with blood. I'm gonna chew it.
It's time for the Big Chew. And while Mary's chewing, it's a perfect time for y'all to scroll down and hit that subscribe and like button, because they both help us out, and it helps the algorithm spin us around and spit us out into other people's homepages.
Well, I got a lot more of the alcohol, as to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
The base really went away from me. I don't smell his base. I don't taste his base beer anymore. And I can see where there's a little bit of chocolate taste, but it's just tasted a really good stout. No adjuncts needed.
No adjuncts needed, and that's great. I mean, that's awesome. I'm glad he did this. And I just recently picked up the next batch of Horus. There's another one that is simply just aged in barrels, so it's good. A lot of people want just beer, no adjuncts.
Well, a lot of people. I mean, not this people.
I think some people just like the flavors you can get from not adding anything like this. And it's fun, it's good, it's really tasty, but I know you and I like other beers that do different weird stuff. But this I can really appreciate. I think aging it a long time really did give it a different flavor than a lot of his either like regular Imperial stouts or other barrel aged ones we've had from him.
Well, yeah, like that's why I asked. Like, you would think that this is just his base beer, just aged for a really long time. But as the more I'm sipping it and chewing it, the more it's going away from me. I'm not finding that base beer anymore. Maybe there isn't a base beer in there. Maybe it's a different stout.
Well, that's the thing too, is you know, that's kind of assuming he does the same Imperial stout for all of his beers. I mean, the recipe could change depending on what he's gonna put it in.
Yeah, I just feel like usually when we're drinking his other non-barrel aged, we can always taste a certain
like the hazelnuttiness of his base stout.
Very sweet hazelnut, but you know, since this was aged so long in a liquor, yeah, it's not going to be as sweet anymore. I get that. That makes sense. I give it a 5.
I would also give this a 5. This is really tasty, and everything I've come to expect from Horus at this point.
How was the drive today?
It's great. Easy. Easier drive than most of the times.
Good. Glad to hear it. Hate the structure.
ABV-wise, once again, this is another beer where there's a little bit of alcohol in there, but honestly, it's just adding to the flavor and the enjoyment of it. It's not detracting from it at all. I think the time is just making me think like, oh, it's got to be a big beer. But I know that doesn't necessarily correlate. So, I'm going to say this is a 13.6%.
You're such a liar. You looked.
Nuh-uh.
It's a 13.6.
Yes!
You're a liar.
Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
I can't believe you.
Broken cock is right twice a day. Shout out Mr. Nemes.
Just kidding, it's a 4. Just kidding. It's 13.6. I can't believe you. You looked. You're good at this game. You're better than I could have ever imagined to be.
I don't think so. You're always really accurate with yours. Wow, Horus, you did it again. Another good one. Another good one. I think between Horus and Bottle Logic, it's really hard to go wrong with any of the stouts that you pick from them.
Listen.
Price and everything else aside, it's hard to go wrong with anything you pick from them. I will say this, Horus's Imperial stouts are far superior to Bottle Logic's.
I'll give you that. Like we were just talking about today, I feel like people who like stouts really do like barrel-aged stouts.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously Bottle Logic does a lot more barrel-aged stouts than Horus does. And I'll agree with you. Their Imperial non-barrel-aged stouts are not as good as Horus's. I get that. But Bottle Logic does the bigger bottle with their barrel-aged stouts.
Yeah.
And I love that. How long were they barrel-aged? Probably not almost 4 years.
No, and that's the thing too, is Bottle Logic I think is usually on average like 6 to 12 months. I think their longest is like 2 or 3 years for Fundamental Theorem, I believe it's called. And that's about it. And this is at that point. And if I've noticed that a lot of Horus stuff he does around 12 to 24 months, usually. So, there you go.
I won't get into price or whatever, but I like the bigger bottle. I like that there's a lot more variety with Bottle Logic's barrel-aged stouts, because he doesn't do I feel like Horus doesn't do a lot of barrel-aged stouts. He does more Imperial non-barrel-aged stouts.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, because when I went to go pick up our beers from Horus this time, they're all barrel-aged stouts.
But that's what you bought.
That's what he released.
He only released barrel-aged stouts?
Those are all the releases. I got like one of each one.
Wow.
There were very few Imperials this time.
Maybe he's listening to me. Horus, let's talk about the membership stuff next time.
Next time. Speaking of next time, I'm going to try to get it out. We've got a bunch of different Horus beers to review.
I'm excited.
So if you want to be notified when those beers come out, click that bell icon. And until then, we're the Rumorchers, trying every beer around the world. One sip at a time.